Hey guys, Steve Welch here, Beeman Toyota in Nashville, coming to you to answer a question that a few of you guys have had for me. It's actually pretty common. I'm just going to kind of answer it for you here, very, very easy. And here is the question. I'm going to kind of get down here to kind of show you this right here. All right, what is this? So if you look on the bumper of a lot of cars, you'll see like a little kick out panel that'll actually pop out. And I've had people talk about they'll buy a used car from somewhere, or maybe their car gets stolen from it while it's on the while it's in a parking lot somewhere, something like that. This panel right here, it's actually got a purpose, and it depends on the car. So I'll caveat that here a little bit, but that is actually meant for if they ever have to tow the car and pull it up on a flatbed. You actually have an eyelet that you can actually screw into there, and it actually screw into the frame. That way you don't have somebody that's trying to hook to a bumper that's not really able to be pulled on, or God forbid hooking to something underneath the undercarriage and bending a control arm, or if it's all-wheel drive, maybe they're hooking to a drive shaft or something like that. And there's a lot of things that you can screw up under a car. This right here is actually meant to where you don't pull that. So now, depending on the car that you've got, they could look a little bit different. And they also, you could have either one or you could have two of them, depending also on the vehicle you're looking at. And more likely the weight of that vehicle is actually probably going to be more of the thing. So if you want to take a look at, some of the other ones, so you've got on your Venza, the new Venza, it's right here. You can see it's integrated pretty good. A lot of times, a lot of the manufacturers, they try to integrate them into the bumper to where you can't actually see them too well. And that works fine. So your CHR, you've actually got it over here. So these are new ones. So definitely a lot of differences to look at. So now I will say that if you are looking at like certain SUVs, some trucks, they may not have them. Usually what they'll have is a little hook that's underneath the car, like a little eyelet where they can actually hook a tow truck to, and it'll be under there sometimes. So it just depends on the car. This is a 2 generations ago on the Highlander. You can see it's got these on either side over there, right? So the second one's over here. All right, so just kind of showing you a few differences right here. So here's a Nissan, you got that right there. So it's a Pathfinder, by the way. This is a Jeep, so this is one of your this Renegade. You've got one down here, right? So that's where your Renegade is. So I'm just kind of showing you guys a few things here on some of these cars. This one's a Buick, right? This is an Encore over here. So on the Encore, you can see it. So depending on the car that you're looking at, they could be in different spots. There could be one, there could be two, who knows? You've got that one right there. So here's an old RAV4. You've got one on both sides right there on the bumper, right? So this is a Nissan. You got another one right there. Like I said, your lighter cars, they do tend to have one on them. Got a little Hyundai over here. You can see it. It's got one little one right here. Some of them are circle, some of them are square, some of them are, it's kind of like specialty shape depending on the car that you're going to try to put it into. A lot of them, like I said, they just kind of pop them right there. Usually they're on one side. I've noticed that. Don't know if there's an actual reason for that. If you know, put it in the comments, of course. But like I said, I'm just kind of showing you. Here's a Lexus here, right? So I got a Lexus. It's got one there. So these are all used cars that I'm showing you over here. Obviously the new cars have them too. Trucks don't usually have them. They usually have the at least I haven't seen any that do. They normally have that little hook on the front where you can actually grab it and pull it up. So here's a Volkswagen. You can see that right down there. All right. So and coming over, I don't see one on that Nissan, but I could be missing it. So just kind of, like I said, there's different ones that have them in different spots. There's another one right there. Not all the cars have them. Like I said, usually they're going to have some way to tow it, some recommended way to tow it and to pull it up on a flatbed. If they don't have that, but there's another one right there. That's on a Lexus. Of course, here's an Infiniti. there, right there. Now, not all of these panels are specifically for that. Every once in a while, you'll see some of those kick-out panels, and they're meant for removing the bumper or maybe something else. So it's kind of, you know, like I said, they can vary a little bit over what they are. But let's see, Subaru here, right there. But you can, everything's meant, and a lot of people, oh, they plan on towing everything. Sooner or later, I think you kind of have to tow something. You know, I mean, put 1,000,000 miles on something and it gives out, well, you probably have to tow it at that point, right? But there's another one that's on a Mazda. So just kind of showing you guys the differences on a lot of these. Like I said, some of your SUVs have them, some of them don't. I don't know of any trucks that have them, but regardless of what you're looking at to buy, it probably has one of those. So now here's the next question that a lot of people will ask. What if I lose it? Can I get them? They're actually not that expensive to replace. Usually they're gonna come black. The ones that are like painted and on the bumper, you're gonna have to get those painted, but a lot of times you can get those shot with that paint color, or even, I mean, worst case scenario, you can buy some of the particular paint color in like a spray can, and you can kind of get it to where you're going to be all right with it. You're not going to notice a huge difference with it. Just obviously make sure it's clean, make sure you're not getting like bugs flying in it and stuff like that. But you should be able to use that type of stuff and put it on there, or you can even pay a professional to actually paint it for you. That's going to have a little bit more of a cost to it, but I mean, I got one the other day on a Toyota, and I think it was like 20 bucks. They're not that expensive to actually buy that piece. So it depends on the car, depends on the shape, depends on where it's going, depends on a lot of things, but you're going to have a few different options for doing that on a particular car. So definitely, like I said, just, I mean, it's not really meant for you as the consumer really to use that. It's more meant for a tow truck driver, and they'll know usually, and I'm going to say usually because not everybody will, but they'll know usually where to put it. And like I said, they pop out, they pop in, depending on who pulls it out. Sometimes they can break them. They're plastic normally, right? So I don't know of any of them that aren't plastic. There probably are, but like I said, they're normally plastic. They build into the vehicle. I will say that there's sometimes, depending on where they're at, like this one right here is right in this bumper, you're obviously not gonna have to paint that. That's gonna come the right color, right? But if you got something like, let's say on this Highlander, if that person was to pry this off, you could actually damage the paint around the bumper. So you do want to be a little bit careful with it when you take it off. They're not that hard to get off, and I mean, you don't really have to put a lot of pressure, a lot of force into it to actually have that be a thing. So hopefully I've helped you guys out. Trying to let you know exactly what those pieces are. I know I get that question a lot, so that's what they're for. They're for towing your car. And definitely let me know if you have any questions. Please like, subscribe, of course. Pardon me. Definitely like, subscribe. I appreciate every one of you guys, and I look forward to taking care of you. If you guys are looking for a vehicle, definitely let me know. Happy to help you guys. Steve Welch of Beaman Toyota. We are in Nashville. I hope you guys have a great day, and we look forward to helping you.